Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks.
Tingle, it makes you tingle. Welcome to Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks, brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinking Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today. Masters is in 2 weeks. We got the 2025 Valero Texas Open this week. But as you know, we always start off with last week's.
Masters is in 1 week.
1 week, yes. But I mean, 2 weeks golf-wise. Yeah. Like, we got this tournament and then boom.
Yeah.
But
so it's the penultimate.
Yeah, whatever you call it. I wasn't going to say that word. I'm glad you did. But with that, it's a strange one, man. Well, it's a strange one because I feel like it was last year when this happened. The two guys that I picked were just like, nah, I'm just here to take some cuts and then I'm out of here.
Yeah. Got to get the reps in.
It's weird, man.
I took too many big swings last week.
Yeah,
probably,
sure did.
It didn't work out for me. Davis Riley ran out of gas.
I had two guys in the top 10. Couldn't win. Who won last week?
Mimu Lee.
That's right, he did. Showman.
Finally closed.
Showman, dude.
He did the aim point on the 8-inch putt.
Really fucking funny.
It was funny.
It was funny. I enjoy him, and he finally won.
Almost hunted him down. Lost by one stroke again at the Houston Open.
Again?
Yeah.
But this one, like the last one was his own fault. This one wasn't. Like, Minwoo Lee is just close. Nothing to say.
Was leaking gas there at the end.
Yeah.
Blew one to the water on the par 5, but it'll happen. Yeah,
it's gonna happen. He finally got it done.
He, that's exactly his game though. It's just like so unstable.
So is Scotty dialed in for the Masters?
Oh yeah, dude. Scotty's gonna be favored. He's gonna be like 3 to 1.
Do you think he's gonna win?
Do I want him to win? No. Do I think he's gonna win? Probably.
Okay.
He'll be top 5.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
All of us know
I guarantee he'll be like minus money for a top 5, which is insane.
Easily. It's
great though. Rory played well too.
He did, and Rory's won this year. Scotty hasn't won this year.
I know. But
so I don't know. I'm not going Scotty for the Masters.
We might get a duel at the Masters between those two.
I hope. Look, Rory is who we're all rooting for, so
Rory's kind of been turning me off the way he's been acting.
Well, you got to have a little fire, a little passion, dude.
I guess it's
there.
whatever you can do to get yourself motivated. It just seems like he's turning heel a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, he took that kid's phone. I just want to know what happened to that phone. But he's also been cagey with interviews and just kind of been dickish.
Sure.
Yeah, just kind of a weirdo.
Fuck it.
He's just kind of like flipping his personality. It doesn't seem like it's him.
We'll see.
I don't know. Or this is maybe the real him.
Maybe it is. And the rest of it was for show, and now he's like, fuck everybody.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe when you put yourself out there and you constantly get berated by others, it eventually turns south.
Well, what's weird is and I hate to keep going back to this show, but let's face it, it's the only golf show we have, is that Full Swing on Netflix is, man, he really gives a lot of his time to interviews, to things, to all the stuff. And Tiger never did any of that.
No. And Jay Monahan wasn't talking on behalf of the PGA Tour for most of the year. So it was always like Rory had to answer for anything Jay did.
No shit. And that's got to be exhausting.
That might weigh on somebody.
It would for me, because Jay Monahan's a piece of shit.
He does suck.
And he should be fired. And here we are. He's still there.
I don't understand how he still has a job.
I don't either, man. It's one of the biggest shockers in sports. Mm-hmm. I hate Roger Goodell, and I hate all of his fucking bullshit.
He makes sense, though. He makes money.
He makes money.
PGA Tour, slight uptick this year with ratings and whatever they got going on. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know.
But, yeah, compared to 3 or 4 years ago, I still think it's down. So.
Well, because we're all waiting for that big superstar to emerge.
No, we're waiting for just the tours to get back together.
Well, that too. But look, I'll tell you this. In all honesty, if Rory was...
We just need the 6 dudes that matter on live.
If Rory was Tiger-esque and he was winning fucking 8, 10 tournaments a year...
He's won twice this year. Also Scotty last year won 5 or 6 times.
But here's the problem. And I think both you and I agree on this. He's too boring. He's not a superstar.
No, he is. He definitely is.
No, his talent is superstar worthy. His personality is not.
He gets more interesting the more he wins, though. And also, when you actually ask him a good question, he answers it pretty well, especially when it comes to golf. He gets more and more interesting as time goes on and as he gets more dominant.
The only interest I had in him was him getting arrested last year, and that's kind of what raised his profile.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, I loved the anger out of Tiger. I love the mystique. I love that we didn't know anything about him. And you just had this dominant figure who was like Michael Jordan stalking the fucking greens. And
Everyone loved Tiger, but I feel like I gravitated more to Phil.
well, here's the thing. So my parents on that side loved Phil. Like I think the older crowd loved Phil.
Because Phil, for all of his faults, he was personable.
Yes.
He was a dick,
Yep.
but like
Yeah.
he was.
And
He's
I
also
think
kind of a man.
we were all in one of two camps, right? And so, yeah, those two I'll agree with. But who are those two now for us, for this generation?
Rory, Brooks, Bryson.
But they're stuck on another tour, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They'll be back. Brooks, I believe, isn't going to re-sign with Liv.
By the way, we've been saying they'll be back for 3 years now.
Well, his contract's running out, so they're coming up this year. I believe Bryson's gone too. He'll probably come back to the PGA Tour. I don't know if they're going to like punish them in some capacity. They shouldn't. They should just let them back.
I agree.
Just let Bryson and Brooks back on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, neither of those guys is playing in this week's
I
tournament.
miss Rahm too. Rahm was interesting. Like
He
at
was.
least like he's a good quote
Yeah,
usually.
he'd always be pissed off about something. So.
That's somebody I'm looking out for. They're probably undervalued right now for the
Masters.
Yeah.
No, he was at 12.
He won 2 years ago.
He was at 12-1.
I know. He's still.
it's not-
Rahm is still a top 5 guy.
I know that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, 12-1 doesn't really get my dick hard.
You know who you should really look out for next week too?
Who?
Cam Smith. I think I saw 65-1.
Oh, they finally posted. Remember last week it wasn't posted?
I
Yeah.
think Cam Smith was hovering around 65-1. That's interesting.
That is interesting. I haven't seen him, though. So I have no idea what his
I
game
don't
is
know
like.
if he's
Or I
in-
don't even know if he's alive.
Yeah, that is true. He's either, playing his live tournaments that nobody watches, or he's on a boat. So could be fishing in Jacksonville.
Yeah, no idea. Who do you got in this week's Valero Texas Open?
I'm gonna ride a guy that got hot on Sunday. Almost tied Minwoo Lee at the end there, but ran out of holes. Gary Woodland
Okay.
at 50-1 seems to have figured things out. Has a great course history here. Yeah, fuck it. We'll ride the heater. Gary Woodland, 50-1. Then we're going with a man that played at Oklahoma State with Hovland, Sam Stevens.
All right.
He's also at 50-1. He's been kind of poking his head around this season. I expect him to eventually get it done at some smaller tournament like this. And then I'm going Chris Kirk at 75-1 just because he also has a great course history. And 75-1 for Chris Kirk. Guy can close. He's won tournaments before. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Fuck it. For me this week here, I'm going names. I'm going guys that I think need to improve their game before the Masters.
You know who needs to
Will
win
win
this?
and then not do it.
You know who needs to win this to get
Who?
into the Masters?
Who?
I think Rick.
Ricky Fowler?
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky?
Pretty Ricky.
He ain't winning this.
Rick Flower.
Yeah, he'll never do it.
He needs to win to get into the Masters.
Does he really?
I think so.
Well, he's not getting into the Masters. Then.
I don't think so.
No, he's not. He's not anywhere on my board here. I got Jordan Spieth at 28-1.
I like
Spieth's been
that.
coming alive.
That's a good pick.
And another Texas tournament. Dallas kid. Let's go. Keegan Bradley at 31-1 here. He's starting to come back and pick up his game. This is where you would do it traditionally here. And last but not least, a guy who's been playing well here all year. And the reason I'm taking him is I think he'll win a tournament this year, but not win any of the majors. And I think this is one that he could break through.
Can
and
I
that's-
guess?
Who?
You flipping burgers?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Flipping burgers, dude, 35-1. How'd you know?
I had a sense.
Why?
I mean, Daniel Berger's good.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I just because usually here's where I got burned, and you and I were talking about this before you came on the show. This tournament, the every time I pick these fucking tournaments before the Masters, you don't know who's there name wise just for practice swings, and then they want to get the fuck to Augusta as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want to go too namey on this shit because it's
You
like
don't want to go back to back on Oshke
no.
defending his Valero Texas Open championship.
I don't. He hasn't played that well this year.
He's been playing. He's been poking his head around. He had to lead at the Players for like two rounds.
For a cup of coffee. But yeah, that's where I live here. So yeah, I'm gonna go Daniel Berger 35-1, Keegan Bradley 31-1, and then Jordan Spieth at 28-1.
Ludwig right now is what 10-1.
Yeah,
the
but
favorite.
I feel like he's a guy that could check out early because
I
I
think so.
feel like that's a guy who could win the Masters.
Oh yeah, I mean, first time at the Masters last year, he finished what second?
Yeah, so I think I think he could be a guy that's out of there after round 2 just to prep for the Masters. Because if it's fucking hot down there, like I don't know what the temperature's like. Why risk it, man? Just play a couple rounds and get ready for the Masters. That's my feeling.
Yeah, get to Augusta as fast as possible.
Yes.
You're on that cut line, just miss that putt.
That's it. Miss that putt and you're out of there. Good to go.
Although,
and then,
getting paid's nice.
not not for those guys. They don't care.
Yeah, I guess.
If
If you're the caddy, though, you probably want to make that putt.
sure do. Sure fucking do. One more time with your picks.
So I'm going Gary Woodland at 50-1, Sam Stevens at 50-1, and Chris Kirk at 75-1.
Perfect. I'm going Jordan Spieth, 28-1, Keegan Bradley, 31-1, and then Daniel Berger at 35-1. Bet with us or against us at mybookie.com. Don't forget to use that promo code Drinking Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. For Delco Dan, I'm Ross Patterson. These are Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks. We'll see you on the links.